Hello, and welcome to another installment of the Pug's Thoughts in the Doghouse. I'm Pug, and here's what I'm thinking. Um, I'm actually really surprised on how many NFL fans are commenting on my Seahawk videos. I wasn't expecting to respond to so many videos with Seahawk fans. Not saying that's a bad thing. I just say that's a little surprising. So this is my second video this week, and this will be my final video of the week. In case you're joining us, I am responding to comments from previous videos this week, and so this is my second of two. And also feel free to comment on this one and also my previous video on the NHL playoffs. I think I forgot to say feel free to comment on that one if you are a hockey fan, or if you feel free to want to give your say. I will get back to you. So I got a couple of comments. I got another comment from the Kit Harvey. Once again, Kit Harvey, thanks for subscribing. And you said, hey Pug, I really appreciate your efforts in replying to my comment. It's really helpful to hear your perspective and insights on the Seahawks and TJ, referring to TJ Hushmanzada, because we have extremely limited coverage over here in Australia, particularly when it comes to Seattle football. I'm a pure-blooded male, by the way, unisex name, I know, haha. Hope you are going well, go Seahawks. I am doing well. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well too. And he brought up a good point with their usernames on the internet, and because of these usernames and people go by nicknames, you really don't know if you're talking to a male or a female unless there's a picture or a video up on people's profiles on the internet showing what sex they are. So I'm glad you got a kick out of that, the Kid Harvey, which is why I referred to him as he or she in that video. Okay, and the other thing that I wanted to say, the Kid Harvey, I checked out your videos. I thought they were funny. I'm a huge slapstick guy, so I thought they were very simple and hilarious. I'm down with stuff like that. So, but thanks again for commenting, and I hope to talk sports with you, and continue to talk sports with you in the future. The second comment that I have is from a person by the username BabyRalph12. Now he writes, Pug, in your videos, I've seen you say that we need to fix the O-line. He's referring to the Seattle Seahawks. So let me start over. He says, in your videos, I've seen you say that we need to fix the O-line, which I totally agree with, but I think the Seahawks shouldn't draft a left tackle unless Russell Okun from Oklahoma State isn't there, or Brian Balaga, I hope I'm saying that correctly, from Iowa is available. I believe the Seahawks should fix the D with the two first picks and add some firepower to the offense. And then he has a mock draft. We'll go over his mock draft in just a second. The NFL draft is only a couple of days away. How about that? So first of all, thanks BabyRalph12 for commenting. Feel free to do so again. If you would like to subscribe, feel free to do so. I checked out your account. I see you have yet to put up videos, but that's okay. I really appreciate it, so thank you. As far as drafting a left tackle, I'm okay with drafting a left tackle or somebody on the defensive side of the football. Basically, what I really want is just the Seahawks to draft linemen. And I think that they should be the top priorities for this draft, whether it's offense or defense, because we can't put pressure on the opposing team's quarterback, and we can't protect our quarterback. So that combination, as we all know, doesn't work out. So, but if the Seahawks want to take a left tackle, with their first pick, I'd be okay with it. So let's go over your mock draft, because I had some comments about your mock draft. Okay, BabyRalph12's mock draft with the Seahawks picks are, at number 6, he has the Seahawks taking Eric Berry, a safety from Tennessee. At number 14, he would like either Derek Morgan, a defensive end from Georgia Tech, or Joe Hayden from Florida. He's a cornerback. At the number 60th pick, he would like quarterback Javid Best, if he's available. And then with one of the Seahawks' 4th round picks, BabyRalph12 would like us to get James Blunt from Oregon. Now, I'm not disagreeing with any of the picks, or I'm not disagreeing with the majority of the picks. There is one that I am disagreeing with, and I will get into that later. But I do have a couple of questions and some comments about this. First of all, you think the Seahawks should draft a safety with their number 6 pick? I mean, I guess that would be okay. We just lost Deon Grant, and so we are looking for his replacement, but like I said, I think the line should be the number one priorities, and But if we did draft Eric Berry, our safety, I guess it could be a good pick because he's rated number 4 on ESPN.com's scouting poll, the top 32 scouting poll. So I guess it would be okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting us to get Aaron Curry, and if Eric Berry falls to that point, and, that's the top person available, I could see that would be possible. I think the Seahawks. I agree with you. I think the Seahawks should. It would be good to draft Okung from Oklahoma State or Balaga, or I really hope I'm saying that correctly, from Iowa. But if those players are not available, the guy that I really would like would be Derek Morgan, the defensive end from Georgia Tech. We need a replacement for Patrick Hurney. This week he just retired. I don't know if that everybody knows about that yet, but Patrick Hurney is hanging up the pads, and I think that's ultimately what Seahawks fans want. And I think that Derek Morgan is the top defensive end to replace Patrick Hurney. I think that would be a good pick. So that's who I would like. My second question is to you, baby Ralph 12, is if we draft Javid Best with the 60th pick, what does that mean for Mike Teal? And what does that say about the Charlie Whitehurst move? I mean, because does that mean Whitehurst is done 2 years after his contract? 2 years after his contract expires, and have we seen enough from Mike Teal? Are we trying to get depth with our position at quarterback? So I think if we drafted Javid Best, I think there would be more questions than answers with that pick. And then finally, you said we should take James Blunt from Oregon. No. Absolutely not. This is the one pick that I am completely against that. First of all, I'm a Husky fan, all right? So being a Husky fan, it just added to the reasons why I think what James Blunt did against Boise State was uncalled for. And if there are any Oregon Duck fans who are watching this, Blunt should have been suspended for the entire year. He shouldn't have come back. And what does that say about your university? What does that say about college football? I mean, the fact that, I hate the Ducks, and I don't want Blunt on my team. I think that he's a word that I don't want to say because little kids could be watching this video. I mean, I hated that move so much. I rooted for Ohio State against Oregon in the Rose Bowl. Okay, and that's how much I hate Oregon. In fact, I rooted for the most overrated team in college football against you guys. Get rid of Blunt. No. All right, all joking aside. The reason why I don't want Blunt from the Seahawks, the main reason is because I don't think that Justin Forsett has had a fair chance. One of the many things that Jim Moore did last year that drove me crazy was it was blatantly obvious that Julius Jones was not having a good year and Justin Forsett had better numbers. But for some odd reason, we put Julius Jones at running back. So I think that Justin Forsett deserves more time at the running back position. He had a couple of games where he did go off, and at one point was one of the few highlights for the Seahawks last year. So I don't think we need to get Blunt or even a running back that deep in the draft. So those are my responses to your comment. Thank you very much, Baby Ralph 12, for commenting. Feel free to respond either by video or another comment. I really enjoy talking sports with you. And for everybody else, feel free to comment what I have to say. And check out my blog at cwupulsepug.blogspot.com. Now we'll do it for the last video of the week. Until next week, this has been another installment of the Pug's Thoughts in the Doghouse.